This is the guaranteed super fast way to get good at the drums. I know it sounds clickbaity, I know it sounds overhyped, all of that, but it's been true for my students, it's been true for me, and I want to share it with you right now. It's also not glamorous, it's quite the opposite actually, but if you're a drummer and you want to improve really fast, stick with me and I'll show you my whole method, and the one mistake that drummers make when they practice. Here's the big idea. Learn music that's too hard for you and embrace that you suck at it. But if you really want this to work fast, there's a lot more I need to show you. I'm going to show you this method with a song I covered recently, Misery Business by Farro. Wait. Isn't that a bit easy though? Now, Farro aren't known for writing complex and challenging music, and Zach Farro, their drummer, certainly isn't known as this backflipping, revolutionary, paradiddling, all over the place, complex, mathematical, crazy kind of drummer. Perhaps you wonder then, why would I learn this tune? You listen to it, it's not that difficult, right? And the answer to that question, well, it depends on the standard you want to hit. Oh, that was a bit ropey. Did you hear that? You hear there's a little tiny flam with the snare and the kick drum. It's just not quite what you want, is it? Now that could be a stylistic trait. In a tune like this, I don't really hear it. It needs to be razor sharp. When the average person learns a song, they'll get to a point where they know it, they can play it, they've jammed through it a couple of times, had some fun, then they'll go, oh yeah, I can play X song. It's pretty easy. And that's all well and good. We want it to be fun, we want it to be relaxed, right? But how well can you actually play it? Is it giggable? The big mistake is quit too soon. It could be way better and more accurate, but you think it's fine in the moment. This is the easier bit, of course. Now here's the test. Ooh. You hear how those kicks, they're just not all the same volume. They're not all coming out exactly as I want. Especially there, we get it needs to be it needs to be so tight. Got better as we went on. Didn't quite get into it there. There's still some foot technique I'm clearly trying and working out. I was trying some new stuff with this one, so could be part of it. This tells me I need to work on my foot consistency even more. I need to perfect that heel up technique. I need to perfect switching between heel up and heel down. Your brain wants to have success. That's not wrong. Sometimes though, as humans, we just let stuff slip by. You come out of a show and you go, yeah, I nailed that. But if you saw a recording, would you love every minute of it? Would it all be perfect? Would it all be your A game? Is your accuracy what you think it is? Or do you randomly speed up and you don't even really know? Whereas, if you record yourself playing and watch it back later, you might have a different view on it. I've been recording this stuff on YouTube to help you have the most fun you can playing, get better, etc, etc. But this also helps me. I get to look back and see, yes, but how precise was it really? Because I'm aiming for this whole other level of precision that I'm sure really we all want. And this is the work that it takes to get there. You know, this just somehow sounds a bit rushed to me. Yeah, particularly that one. That was a boo boo gap. It was all a little fast, wasn't it? Now we come back around. Yes, this song Misery Business isn't that complicated. Yes, I learned it really quickly, as I'm sure you could too. But I perfected it really slowly, over time. It's really paid off. Little things like fixing timing and consistency of notes That's something I really wanted to work on this tune, because the original recording is so consistent. I'm aware of triggers, I'm aware of studio trickery, I'm aware of all the things you can do to artificially generate that, but I want to be one of those people that can do it live. So I've been really honing the accuracy and the consistency of every beat that I hit in this tune. I must have played this tune at least 100 times. These days, being able to film yourself is easy. I imagine you have a phone with a camera on it. That's all you need. It doesn't need to be high quality. It just needs to be something you can look back at. So if you do have access to a camera, record your practice sessions and review them afterwards. And it doesn't have to be this huge task. I'm saying pick 5 or 10 minutes if that's all you have. Just look at it while you're commuting, while you're in between stuff, instead of scrolling the scrolls of the Instagrams and the TikToks. Maybe just review your stuff, work on your things. And you know, sometimes it's the other way around. You might think when you played, just can't do this tune. I'm so bad. Sometimes when you record yourself, you go, oh, it's actually pretty good. Actually, I killed it. It can go the other way. Perspective is important, and that's what recording yourself will give you. Ooh, is this rushing a bit? I have this tendency to rush this bit right at the start. Da bum bum bum. You kind of hear him? Maybe you don't hear it. Maybe you don't hear any of this, but this is the level you've got to go to. When you're fixing the more obvious things, once you've done that, you have to go, ooh, but is it as precise as I want? For other tunes, I don't think it would sound good to actually be this precise for other types of music, but this kind of thing needs to be so on it. I wasn't so keen on that. It was a nice idea. I don't think it came off. What do you reckon? Now, if you want to go all the way, get an app where you can put the audio of the original tune next to the recorded audio of your drums. That way you can compare closely yourself to the original and see how you match up. Now, you probably want the video involved as well, so a video editor. You don't need to be able to edit video, you just need to be able to dump the tracks in a timeline and play them back. I'm using DaVinci Resolve for this, which is free, by the way. However, that takes a whole bunch of computer power, and perhaps you want something that you can just get on your mobile. An app like CapCut is perfect for that. This is much better. Unfortunately, we live in a world of information without action. You have this information now, and you've watched until the end. That means I know you're dedicated. So it's time for action. I recommend picking a song that you've always wanted to learn right now and recording your progress. Learn it, play it through a couple of times, and then just switch that camera on. You just gotta press record. And honestly, I've seen people get good really fast doing this. That is why I record all of my students. We have this program of songs that they're going through that they want to learn, and it keeps us both super motivated. There's always a next goal, a next thing to study. It just works really well, and I would love the same for you. If that sounds like something you need the accountability with, I do currently have a few one-to-one lesson slots available, so there's a link where you can book a free intro chat with me in the description below. And this fancy QR code over here, or over here, I can't remember now. Oh yeah, it'll be over here. Let's do it. So you've seen a bit of the grit and the grime that goes into really perfecting something, and I've shown you all my terrible mistakes, but every story needs a happy ending. If you want to see how that cover turned out, then you can go and watch it here, and I'll see you over there.